Need a better way to organize your church community? From outreaches and finances to everyday administration, TAMS brings it all together in one place. Experience TAMS. Start free. Upgrade anytime. Visit tamshq.com to learn more.
Hello and welcome. My name is Chika Ofili, and this is TAMS. TAMS is an all in one digital platform designed to help churches and faith based organizations manage their operations more efficiently, from membership and finances to projects, volunteers, and reporting. We built TAMS because many churches rely on spreadsheets, paper records, and disconnected tools that make administration stressful, time consuming, and error prone. With TAMS, everything is centralized in one secure system, giving church leaders and administrators clarity, accountability, and better visibility into how the ministry is running. In this video, I'll give you a quick overview of what TAMS is, who it's for, and how it helps simplify church administration. And in the next videos, we'll walk through each module step by step so you can confidently use TAMS in your own church. Let's get started. The first thing you do when you want to log into the TAMS application or you want to have access to our landing page or our workspace is to type tamshq.com on your browser. Afterwards, you are brought to this page. Now, this is a brief introduction of pretty much what TAMS does. It helps you keep track of your congregation plan events, and grow your ministry with ease. It helps you with reminders and many more. You can also talk to us. We have our customer care on our page, so you can always talk to us anytime. If you have a question, simply type your question or use any of the suggested questions and send us a message and we'll respond to you from there. Okay. So, what does TAMS do exactly? One of the major aspects of this application is that it helps unify member data. With TAMS, your membership data is not littered across different digital platforms or different devices. With TAMS, you have a central database of all your membership data. We also help streamline your operations. So you plan events, organize missions activities, that is outreaches, manage your finances, and also collaborate with your administrators. As a pastor, with TAMS, you can have access to collaborative tools that help you manage your ministry and also delegate tasks and get reports from your pastors or your pastoral team. We also have features that enable you track growth, engagements, and get comprehensive analytics reports for decision making purposes. Usually, you get this message when it's outside our working hours. So, here are some of the features on TAMS application. One of them, as we've already mentioned, is the membership management, events and programs, finance management, missions and outreach, pastorates, and Reports and analytics. If I would take a few moments to just describe them briefly, with membership management, as we've already discussed earlier, it helps you have a central database of all your membership data. It also helps you communicate with your members easily. So under the membership module, which is also connected to the communications model, you'll have the data of your members. You know how many men, women, teenagers, children are in your church. You can also identify them across departments, across different groups, that's believer circle or any small groups within the church. We also have the events and programs module, pretty much helps you manage all events. You can schedule events. You can also get reports across all events. For instance, your Sunday services, you don't have to manually receive Sunday service reports. You can simply have record your Sunday service report on TAMS application, and it's visible for proper decision making or even an analysis. We also have the finance management model. It helps you track your expenses, your inflows, and your budget, giving you a transparent information across all your financial operations. I would like to also mention that under the events and programs, when you have events that require registration, you don't have to use another platform. Like, it's a full-on events management platform. That's the TAMS events model. It's a full event management platform. You have an event that requires registration from the TAMS events module. You can simply copy a link, send it to across your members or the people that are going to be attending the event, and they can simply just click on that link and register. So it functions properly as an event management service. Missions and outreach, it helps you coordinate volunteers, projects, new converts, and even give you real time tracking. With the missions and outreach module, you simply have access to project management tools. So you can also collaborate with your team as a pastor in charge of outreach and missions. You can collaborate with your team. You can get real time information and track activities, as well as receive reports for events or projects that has already gone on from the TAMS application as well. The pastorates module pretty much is where the pastor manages his pastoral team or manages the directors in charge of the different modules and gets information from every one of those modules and their assignments. Reports analytics is engraved across all modules. You can get reports on every activities, on events, membership, discipleship, missions, communications, even with the admin team. You get analytics reports, you get information as well. If you want, you can also send it to your email address or generate the reports and download it into your device, into your preferred devices. How to get started? Simply sign up by going to get started for free. Once you click on get started for free, you sign up easily, and then you set up your ministry. Just open your account and then begin to use tabs. It's that easy. All right, let's talk about TAMS pricing plan. Now, we have different plans for different churches. We also have the free plan where you have access to some of the key and basic features of the TAMS application. With the free plan, you have access to membership. Membership, you can get all your membership data, store it on TAMS, and see how many men, women, children, pretty much the basic information across men, women, first timers and workers within the church. Under finance, you can record your financial inflows, expenses, and budgets. With events, you can create events and use the calendar to manage all the events of the year and all your agenda for the year. With communication, you can simply send messages for SMS. With the communications module, you have access to SMS, WhatsApp, and email communications. So with the free plan, you only have access to the SMS. The marketing, the email and the WhatsApp are only available for the paid plan. And with the paid plan, they are free. You don't pay for WhatsApp, you don't pay for email. Even on the paid plan as well, SMS is as pay as you go, but you have access to free plans. You have access to free applications such as WhatsApp and email. For the free plan, for the TAMS free plan, you only have access to SMS, which is pay as you go. You have access to analytics and reports that is included across all the modules, as well as security and access. So this I've already described to us. Membership data, depending on your church, you have multi-level structure, you have information across. That's not on the free plan, but these are also part of the features of TAMS as well. I'm going to take us through the different pricing plans and what it means and where they apply. All right. So TAMS also helps you manage your church across different levels. So if you have a single church that is a one branch church, you belong to the Roots plan. If you have churches with multiple branches within a singular country, you are under the Sprouts plan. If you have churches across multiple countries, across different continents, then you belong to the Blossom plan. These are the three major paid plans on the TAMS application. Now, if you belong to the Roots plan, which is for ministries with one branch, you if you are less than 1000 members or up to 1000 members, this is the amount you pay. I would like to also mention that the date of this video is the 24th, Christmas Eve of December 2025. By January 1st, our pricing would have changed. So if you're watching this video from 2026, you would know that our pricing on our platforms have also changed. However, this is the current pricing, for 2025. If you are less than or up to 1000 members, this is the amount that you pay. If you are 2000 members, this is the amount that you pay. That's within 1000 to 2000 members. That's so if you're 1001 to 2000 members, you pay this particular amount. 5000 members, this is the amount you pay. Just toggle on these different membership levels, and then you see the pricing change, and then you can identify which pricing is adequately, that appropriately suits your church congregation. Okay, so if you belong to a church that have multiple branches, you're a pastor, you have a ministry, and you want to be able to coordinate activities across different countries, it's easy. You can use the Sprout plan. With the Sprout plan, you have access to churches. That's the information that is available to you across those different churches. So you can monitor their membership, you can monitor their finances, you can monitor their events if you want to, you can monitor discipleship growth, you can also monitor missions activities as well, and as well as cell management. You can see what is going on in those different churches across different modules that are valuable to the single branch church, but you can have that visibility over all the other churches that are within your ministry. For the just the same way you toggle these different membership sizes, and the pricing changes just like that. Under the Blossom plan, you have the same capability. The difference is you are now pastoring or watching, supervising churches and the churches under your ministry and the operations across multiple countries. So what that simply means is your pastors are obviously members of your organization or your church, and so they have access to the platform, and as they feed data to the application, you also have access to that information. You can always toggle here. This is per month and annually to see how much you get for the annual plan. I'd like to say that you save 8% on our annual plan, which is 1 month free. You only pay for 11 months. If you toggle here to see the different countries, you can also see the amount per country. Right now, we only have for dollars and naira. So any other country, besides Nigeria and the United States, will still use the US dollar. You can always click on contact sales to speak to any of our team and, get more information. We also have a podcast on Spotify and Apple called Time Sparks, where we talk about faith and technology, and we also inspire our listeners to build tech solutions or products or solutions for the church community. We have important conversations, we have interesting conversations with experts and leaders of different industries that come and share tips on how to build your business and how to use build faith tech solutions, pretty much, build any, tech solution at all. And you get insight into that on TAMSPACs. You can, listen to our previous podcasts, or even our podcast is coming out, that's if you're watching this video in 2026. However, if you are watching this video in 2025, we have a Christmas special coming out on the 25th and our usual scheduled podcast on the 26th of December. All right, here, once you hover on this particular link, you are being directed to see churches that are already using TAMS. You can also look at reviews from our customers as well on the page. You can send us your email and join our newsletter to get updates on our features, look at what we're doing, and get more information about TAMS. Here on the FAQ, you can get simple answers to what TAMS is, what we do, and pretty much basic information around the application. You can also follow us on social media, Instagram at TAMSHQ, Facebook at TAMSHQ, LinkedIn TAMS. So for LinkedIn, it's just TAMS, and on YouTube, it's TAMS HQ. If you click on any of these buttons, you are directed to our different social media platforms. All right, I think that does it for introduction, and you can click on the next video to learn about the modules that have already been mentioned here, but goes into further details around different models on terms. Thank you, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.